While studying abroad, it is very important to spend time in the classroom reading and doing math problems. But for me, this was an opportunity to explore a culture that I did not know much about. Ancient Greece is something we spend a lot of time studying in classrooms in the States, but modern Greece is something you don't hear as much about. So I wanted to learn about where they lived, what they eat, what some of their interests were, and more so, just learn about their culture and the people that lived here and how they felt about it. For me, the easiest way to do this is to get to know the locals. So I tried to make as many friends as possible with students and even some adults. Some of the people that I became closest with were the Erasmus students that I taught. These students were not Greek. They did come from Spain and France and Germany, but they made me realize that Greece has a lot more to offer than its city life. For instance, climbing Mount Olympus was an experience that I will never forget. Sadly, my trip to Athens was a lot of closed signs and not a lot of fun. But we got to look at certain sites from far, and we learned about how you can and cannot take pictures.
My solo trip to Berlin during the fall was much more of a success. My first international trip where I was not going to meet someone in another country was a lot of fun. I saw art sites, I met some really cool people, and I got to see installations installed, graffiti being worked on, and I got to also see a few of my friends from Hamburg who came down to join me for a football match, where luckily for them, their home team did win, St. Pauli, and when we went back to Hamburg, they took me to a few places like an underground dance party where we entered through an abandoned subway station, and then I went on to Turkey, where I celebrated my birthday, kissing fish and drinking champagne. But I also got to see some beautiful, beautiful sites that I've only read about or seen in books, like the Blue Mosque and the Hagia Sophia. For me, this is what studying abroad is all about.
Hi, I'm Irene. I'm from Spain. I'm 21 years old and I'm living now in Greece. I want to study in another country because I need to improve my English and I like to meet other people and speak with them. And for me, it's very enjoy and very funny to study in other country because it's very different, very other traditional, and I can start about other kind of people, and I like to start
I'm
to stay
Alfonso Balmón
here.
Jiménez. I come from Spain, and I decided to come to study in another country because I wanted to meet new people, um, learn of them, the experience about the experience, and the best of being in another country study is meet people, because you are not going to see the life like now. You're going to see the life different.